Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Texas Brew and Barbecue, and today we're switching things up a little bit. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not near as tall or near as hairy as the guy you're used to seeing, but rest assured, we're about to cook something really good and really sweet on this recteq RT 340. Now, I'm not the one you want to come to when you want all of that nice yummy brisket or sausage or pulled pork, but I am the girl you want to come to if you want something really sweet and really delicious. This key lime cheesecake recipe is sure to fill all of those summer bellies. It's great to take to any barbecues that you have, or just when you're having friends and family over, or just to have for a quick weekend snack. The ingredients for this key lime cheesecake are really simple and really easy. You probably already have all of these things in your pantry anyway, so let's just get to it. First up, this recipe calls for about 1.5 cups of graham crackers, and this is what you're gonna make the base of your crust out of. So I make this really simple. I put about 1.5 packs of graham crackers in here in a little Ziploc bag. Take this meat beater. I don't really know what it's called, but it's gonna be a graham cracker cruncher today. And all you want to do is just beat your crackers. Oh, it's really great if you've got some pent-up aggression and you just want to take it out on graham crackers. Whoop, I lost the line. Okay, so once you have your graham crackers nice and fine, that your consistency can look a little something like this. The consistency doesn't have to be too fine. You can still have some of those graham cracker crunch in there. After you have those graham crackers nice and crunched up, pretty fine, the next thing you're gonna do, and this is where TV magic comes in, you're gonna melt 6 tablespoons of butter. It's almost the full stick of butter, but only 6 tablespoons. I won't tell any if you use 7. Once you've got that all melted, you're gonna pour both of these into a bowl, and you're just gonna use a fork and just whisk it around to make sure the butter really gets into all the graham cracker. Now here's the fun part. I've already done it. So I like to do my cheesecakes in minis because that means everyone either gets to go home with one or we don't fight over them whenever it comes to one serving size. So here you'll see I already took that graham cracker mixture, graham cracker and butter mixture, and all I do is I take about 1.5 handfuls and I put them in each, and from there I just start at the bottom and I just mash it. A couple things I want to tell you about this. When you put it in, it might seem like you'll have some holes in it. Don't be too rough with it. Some people like crust all the way up the walls of their cheesecake, and some people just like bare minimum. There is no perfect measurement that needs to go into these cheesecakes. You just do whatever you like, use the ingredients you have, and it will all work out, trust me. After you've got the graham crackers all nice and the crust is all put into your containers, put these bad boys in the refrigerator for about an hour. So when you put these in the refrigerator to chill for that hour, that's when you'll start making the middle mixture. Okay, first things first is we are gonna put all of the cream cheese, room temperature cream cheese, inside your bowl. No cheese left behind. You're gonna dump in all of the sugar. The cornstarch. And the lime zest. We're gonna mix this just at medium to low speed, just enough to get everything blended together without putting too much air in it. If you don't have one of these fancy little things and you just have a hand mixer, that works just as well. But if you wanna use your hands, that also works just fine. Don't let your kitchen gadgets stop you from making something really delicious. So once that is nice and blended together, you can probably take a peek in so you can see the consistency. It really just looks like a little bit of frosting. I like to take a spoon and just go down the edges just to make sure everything really gets in there. And once it's nice and mixed, we're gonna start it again. We'll start on low, and this is the really important part. You want to add 1 egg at a time. So we'll crack 1 room temperature egg, and we're just gonna let that mix in really good. So it's really important to not overbeat all of these ingredients. You want it just enough to stir and mix all of things together. The only thing that will go wrong is you will have more of a cracking in the top of your cheesecake. That's more aesthetic than it is taste worthy, so just keep that in mind if you see cracking in your cheesecake. For this last and final step for your mixture, we are gonna put a key lime mix in it. And this is just equal parts lemon juice and fresh lime juice. So I've already got about 2 ounces in here. I'm gonna take that other half of the lime that I zested because we don't wanna waste. We're just gonna squeeze some juice. Now, I know I said earlier that gadgets don't matter. However, if you have not invested in one of these squeezers, it is worth every single $4 you have in your wallet. All right, once we've got that nice and mixed together, we are just gonna pour it into our mixture and we're gonna hand mix it just a little bit to get everything combined. And just like that, our mixture is done. I want you to notice the consistency. It's gonna look a little liquidy, but that is totally normal. All right, now we're gonna start filling up our cheesecake pans. And I keep it a little simple out here. This is just 1/4 of a cup. It's not for measurement purposes. It's just to keep things a little more clean outside. So you can see that it's about 2 spoonfuls. I think I got graham cracker crust in my hair, which is no big deal. And again, these mini cheesecake pans are your personal preference. I have personally made them minis each time. I've never made a full cake. It's easier to enjoy, I think. They're also easy to send home. And they're cute. You can also stick your finger in one so somebody doesn't eat it. Just like your germs. And honestly, what I try to do is just cover up the side crust. Keep in mind these will rise a little bit, not much. Okay, I've only got a little bit of mixture left over, no big deal. Now that these mini pans are nice and full, I've already preheated the smoker to 300 degrees. So we're gonna take these little pans and we're gonna stick them right on the grill. Now that these guys are on the smoker, they will smoke for about 40 to 60 minutes. I'll come back out at about the 40-minute mark and just peek on them and see how they're doing, and I'll show you what they look like. One little simple tip, if you are doing one big cheesecake, use a water pan. All you need to do is fill it up about 1/4 of the way, stick it underneath your grates, and that will help to prevent any cracking from the top. Usually when you do one big pie, those tend to crack a little bit down the middle. Again, it has nothing to do with the taste of the pie. It'll just be more aesthetics than anything. All right, so I've already done the peek and I'm here to tell you these little cheesecakes are already done. So I've cooked my minis for 40 minutes. Now, if you want to peek in here and see, these little babies are all done. What I look for to see if they're done is to make sure that everything is already set. 40 minutes on the smoker, and you have 6 delicious key lime cheesecakes. All right, there's one more last step before you can indulge in these delicious key lime cheesecakes. You do have to put them in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. 24 hours is recommended if you like it super cool, but you want everything to cool down and then you can dig in. All right, now that you guys have had a chance to walk through the entire process of making these delicious smoked key lime cheesecakes, I want you to make them and I want you to take a bite and enjoy that smoke-filled key lime flavorful dessert that you are about to make for your entire family. If you guys want more yummy late night munchies, tune in every night at 11 o'clock on Instagram and watch Chef John show you some cool new recipes that you can do outside on your grill.